Hi everyone. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Okay. You know, when I was writing my speech, I was having a hard time coming up with the best way to describe my years at Cal. When I was thinking about it, I had one word coming to my mind, and that word was colorful. So what does it mean? Well, according to the dictionary, colorful means vivid, rich, and distinctive in character. And I think that this description fits very well because I couldn't find a better way to illustrate the experiences that I've had here. I've cried, I've laughed, I've fought with my teammates and coaches, I've felt sad and happy, scared and frustrated, disappointed and overjoyed. At Cal, I have experienced all the emotions that make up a full human being. And that to me means that once you run out of your time here at Cal, you're ready to embrace life and everything it has to offer. And that's why it's been so great. I would not have this rich experience without all the ups and downs and struggles familiar to many college students, such as looking for the meaning of life and finding a reason in what I'm doing. And eventually finding through the team experience that the main purpose in no matter what you're doing is to look beyond yourself and to work towards the goals that are greater than any individual person. And that is the most liberating feeling of all. I have learned that selflessness is the best thing you can do to yourself. Because it's not all about you, it's about them. Because they, together with you, make long-wanted dreams a reality. Dreams such as beating Stanford at their home after 15 years or winning the Pac-12 team title in the program's history have all made me very proud to be part of this team in my last year. Now, let me talk a little bit about my personal growth. Everyone in this room that has had the chance to get to know me is aware that I'm far from being that same silly little freshman that I was 3.5 years ago. Coming from a small country called Estonia, which most of the people here even didn't know it existed, it all made adapting to a new culture, environment, and people somewhat challenging. However, standing here now means that I've made it. Once I was granted the opportunity to join the Cal community, I knew it was something I never wanted to let go of. Even in times when I felt like giving up, there was always something that assured me that I was in the right place and doing the right thing. Today, I would like to think of that something as love. Love for tennis, love for the team, and love for the university is what has pushed me to become a better tennis player, a better person, and a better student. And looking back, I think that I've done all these things, but one is for sure, that there is no way I would be standing here without the people that have surrounded me. I will be forever grateful to my parents that took me to a tennis practice when I was 7, and later supported my decision to leave home and come to Cal. I would not be here without them. Now let me take a step back and talk a little bit about tennis. Tennis is a very interesting sport, and that is one of the many reasons I love it. It kind of works like life. As a player, you have ups and downs, and like in life, in order to move forward and become a better person or player, you need to learn from your mistakes. But like in life, sometimes you lose the meaning in what you're doing. And when you lose that, you also lose the joy you get from doing what you have chosen to do. That happened to me, but I found it again. I found it after I became part of the Cal Women's Tennis program. This program gave me a whole new perspective of what tennis is and how I should play it. I have learned how to serve and volley, hit a kick serve. I have learned how to use my forehand and backhand slice, hit a drop shot, and wannabe tweeners. But most of all, I have learned to get the satisfaction from a hard-fought battle. That is one of the best feelings an athlete could ask for. in addition to the occasional grunting competitions that I've had with my opponents. That's been pretty fun too. To take all of this together, Amanda, Cordell, Jan, I cannot describe in words how grateful I am for supporting me throughout these years so much, making me a better player, and helping me to find love for the sport again. At this point, I would like to share a quote that Coach Bergen sent me this year. It goes like this: "Somewhere behind the athlete you become and the hours of practice and the coaches who pushed you is a little girl who fell in love with the game and never looked back. Play for her." This piece of advice that really resonates with me has been stuck in the back of my head ever since I read it a few months ago. And it kind of illustrates how I've changed my view about tennis. What I've taken away from this is that the game of tennis is not that complicated that we often think it is. Rather, it's what we make of it. Thank you, Jan, for sharing this with me. Now, turning to all of you now, coaches, I want you all to know how very special you are to me. Each one of you in their own way. I think that all of you are doing some really amazing work for the team, and I hope that you all are very proud of how far you have pushed us. I really admire your passion for your work, and I hope that you know that I wouldn't be standing here without any of your help. Also, I know that I've been a tough nut to crack, and I still sometimes continue being a tough nut. I want you acknowledge all of you for being so patient with me and wishing me always the best. Even at times, it might have been a hard thing to do. On top of all of what I just said, I'm really glad that the season is not over yet and that we have another month to go. That's why I look forward to having more unforgettable memories with all of you. My dear team, you all have probably been the greatest factor in making my experience, as I mentioned earlier, so rich. For that reason, summing up all the experiences into a one-page paragraph is difficult. Therefore, I'll try to be concise because there aren't enough words to describe what it's been like to having had the chance to share the team experience with all of you. It's been very unique. I will carry that uniqueness with me for the rest of my life. Since I'm not the best person in expressing my feelings, I want you all to know how special every single one of you is to me. I wouldn't be the player or person that I am today without having had the chance to grow and learn with all of you. I want to thank you all so much for making my last year the best year I could have wished for. Elise, I love your laugh. I also admire how much you've grown and what a great leader you've become. Kelly, you're probably the kindest, the most innocent people that I've ever met. Keep that up and don't ever lose that. Sophie, we share so many fun experiences on and off the court. You've been one of the players that has pushed me to become better and work harder every day. So thank you for that. And also, I admire how much you've matured throughout the years and taking on the leadership role on the team. Ceci, thank you for your openness and support. It's been always very easy to talk to you, and you're always there to provide the best feedback. Fabs, thank you for bringing fun on the team and keeping the team together. My experience would not have been what it's been without you. That's why I'm so happy to have shared and played on the same team with you. Lynn, you're one of my most favorite people to talk to. You always find a different angle to look at things, and these angles often end up being really great ideas. I also appreciate our friendship, and which really means a lot to me. Freshman, Denise. You know, I've known players that like to space out every once in a while, including myself. But I have to say that you belong to a whole another league. But that's why you're so special in your own way, and I don't think you should change that. In addition to this, you're someone that's really fun to be around and spend time with. Megan, thank you for coming to Cal. My last year would not have been as weird and fun without you being here. Plus, I think you have an awesome personality, and I think you should own that. I'm so happy to have shared this experience with you, and I know that, luckily, there will be many more to come. I also want to thank all my older teammates, Tay, Laura. Unfortunately, Yana is not here today. You have all played a really big part in my experience here. And you have been my role models throughout the time here. And when I was a freshman, you were always there to guide me and to provide the best support. I really appreciate all your help and all the experiences that we've shared. Lauren, you've become a full member of the team. Thank you for all your support and always being there for us. I would also like to thank Smitty, Katie, and Elaine that have been a great support throughout my experience in Cal. Coach Tom, thank you for pushing us and getting us strong and fit. Dr. Jim, thank you for keeping our minds focused on the right things. Jenny, thank you for keeping us organized. Now, Nick, I think you're just a really cool and awesome dude. You've been a tremendous help in school, and I think that we both know that I wouldn't be where I am academically without all of your help. Thank you so much, Nick. And I think there should be more people like you out there. And lastly, I hope that maybe, Nick, if you're around this summer, we could go and surf. And also, unfortunately, Neil is not here, but he's been also really a tremendous support for the whole team, and he's been always supporting me. And he's been having me over to his house for Thanksgiving, and he's doing a really great job for the team and stringing all our rackets. So I want to thank him too. And I also want to mention our tournament staff, Patrick, Jeanette, Laura, Abby, Gordon. Thank you for all of your work and making our experience a lot smoother. And again, lastly, I want to acknowledge everyone in this room that has been involved with this amazing experience in any way. Thank you all so much for making these 3.5 years the best years of my life. Go Bears.
I can do it.
All right, just like Peter's